hard and said you turned out right. We fed you fear for 18 years, preparing for a fight. So son, get off that unicorn and come try on this uniform, cause these are the colors that never run. Red, white, blue, and a silver gun. Though he never laid a finger on anyone, he just sang his songs and had his fun on the battlefield. He met his end when he took a bullet to save his friend. His mom got word the other day in a letter that read, thanks anyway. But that's how freedom reigns and such is life. My thoughts on everybody else would lead me back to view myself and take the sorrow